We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Saquon Barkley last year against Washington, he won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the 3rd highest single game total in the NFL all of last season. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this throw caught left side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards.
And the Giants first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. From the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's flip. Max 50. Let's go.
Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Flag, what is that?
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Lorenzo Carter.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Winston now. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Throwing, Winston. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Washington. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Mike 5-9. I'm scared. Switch. Hey, you gonna take 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Giants 14, Washington 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, catch made by Slayton.
Jones.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
It's a gain of 13.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
First down, New York.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Trey Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
26 months, 26 months. I'm coming after you. 26 months, 26 months.
Off the play fake, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Second and 10. Off play action. Jones on the move to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's got his tight end, Burton.
Jones.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that?
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, They spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. 3rd down here.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he finds Penny. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. This is Barkley. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Jones, off play action. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this one will be brought back to the 22. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
22-yard line.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 14, 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake. Winston. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kyler Fackrell. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st down, New York.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying, and that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Giants 24, Washington 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones caught right side. Tate. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Graham Gano on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
7.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appear. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The 27-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Barkley down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal.
A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jones will try and run with it. A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Running game working. He'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.